Can a teacher retire early? Financial independence, retire early. The 4% rule, upon which FIRE was built, is a principle central to the movement and yet deceptively simple. The idea is quite freeing. However, many of the media associated with the FIRE movement are wealthy earners because of the extraordinary financial advantages they enjoy from being able to invest large portions of their incomes. That being said, it's still unclear whether or not a teacher's income would allow for FIRE. Indeed, teachers don't have the same earning potential as those in other higher-paying professions. Yet, FIRE is still achievable, and there are teachers worldwide who are working toward or have already accomplished it. That is why today, we're going to talk about how teachers can start FIRE and achieve early retirement. Welcome to Savvy, where we have lots of practical wisdom to share. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more advice here on Savvy. The first thing you need to do is figure out what your costs are. You can literally use the annual budget expense template on Google Sheets. You should look at your credit card history and start going through the things you've bought. Most of the time, you will spend the same amount every month, so add up the totals, find the average, and put it in the budget. Subscription services are something to watch out for. Sometimes you sign up for them or try them out for free for 7 days, and then you don't realize it until you get a bill. Look at your history and write down everything you see. Some people don't like to keep track of their spending every day, count pennies, or do anything like that. You don't have to keep track of every expense that you are making. Instead, you can check at the month's end to ensure you are still on track with your goals. After you figure out your costs, you should write down your income and see what's left. The answer could be a wake-up call. Just writing down your income and subtracting your expenses will make you realize that you might not know what you are doing. Keeping track of your money can make a big difference in how much money you have and how you feel about it. After you figure out how much money you still have, you need to figure out how much you need each year to live. It's different for everyone, but it depends on who you are and how you want to live when you retire. You can expect to make about $50,000 a year as a teacher, but this depends on your salary schedule or where you live. Let us use $50,000 as a blank example. Here's a quick way to figure out your FIRE number. Take the amount you want to live on each year. So in our example, the number is 50,000, and you will multiply that number by 25. That will give you your goal, also called your FIRE number for the person who wants to spend $50,000 a year in retirement, which comes to $1.25 million. Now, keep in mind that the $1.25 million is not how much you are giving. It's a huge amount because it's the amount you put in plus how much the asset has grown in value. This is an essential part of reaching your FIRE goals. So the most common ways to achieve that goal are to invest in stocks, buy real estate, or start a business. Each of these strategies has a risk that comes with it, so remember that before you start. If you put away $1,500 per month and get an average return of 7%, you will reach your goal in a little more than 25 years. Using the same factors, if you live on less, say $30,000, you'll be able to retire in less than 20 years. You may use tax-advantaged accounts as a teacher, such as the 403(b) and the 457(b). And this isn't necessary because you're a teacher, but you could also invest in a Roth IRA. If running a business is something that interests you, you can consider beginning one on the side. You want to put all your money into Teachers Pay Teachers or something like that. You will have the potential to increase your annual profit to $50,000. This is simpler to say than it is to do, of course, given that most businesses end up failing. Beginning a side business is more active than investing in stocks or long-term rents in real estate. You always have the option of investing in real estate in the form of long-term rentals, which can give you an annual cash flow of $50,000, especially if you don't want to pursue the road of the stock market or the business route. Although, you might only be able to generate a cash flow of a few $100s from a single rental property. If you take that money and reinvest it, it will be much simpler for you to purchase the subsequent rental property. Before you truly begin your adventure as an investor, it is strongly recommended that you pay off any debts with high interest rates first. This is in addition to everything else that has been stated above. As you might expect, reaching your FIRE goals and investing in a consistent manner with those goals will likely require you to boost the amount of money coming into your household. The challenge that educators must overcome is that instructors in public schools cannot engage in a salary negotiations like workers in other private sector positions can. They will need to take on additional obligations to boost their revenue. Serving as a mentor or a tutor in exchange for monetary compensation or taking on duties that are unrelated to the subject at hand with instruction, such as side hustles, are just some of the good examples. A study said that teaching is one of the best ways to make $1 million. But you may agree that this is a bit of a stretch. Teachers are people who work very hard. Teachers make a difference, care about others, and strive tirelessly. All the skills they use daily are critical and valuable to employers. Even though teachers have all these skills, there's nothing about their job that automatically makes them more money. So in order for teachers to reach FIRE, they need to have more ways to make money than just their regular salary. So, can a teacher retire early in general? Yes, but it depends on a lot of things and will take a lot of work on your part. If you only put money into your pension and save up in a savings account, it will be very hard, and depending on how you want to live, it may be impossible. Teachers don't always have an advantage over people in other jobs, so you'll have to use your money to make more. That's enough practical wisdom for today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up below. We will be posting 4 to 5 videos per week, so click the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified of our new videos weekly. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.